Hey, hey, freedom seekers, Kel Gunter here with your Soul Service Astrology update for the week commencing 8th Feb 2021. If you are new to my YouTube channel, hello, welcome. If you've never met me before, I'm Kel Gunter. I'm a 13-sign sidereal astrologer. So the astrology that you're going to hear on my channel will sound different to the vast majority of astrology that you will find on YouTube and anywhere on the internet, really. Sidereal astrology refers to where the planets are placed currently in the constellations around the ecliptic. They're called the zodiac. But you're probably thinking, hang on a minute, isn't that what all astrology refers to? Well, no. Modern Western tropical astrology has taken out the phenomenon of precession, which is the wobble of the Earth's axis, which causes the solstices to drift. So therefore, tropical astrology reference the planet approximately 25 degrees ahead of where you can observe them in the night sky. If you don't believe me, get out your astronomy app and check it out. Now, what's happening this week? So this week is pretty cool. Oh, yes, and there's 13. I refer to 13 signs on the ecliptic as well, just to remember that. Okay, so how do we use soul service astrology? And why do I call it soul service astrology? I don't want you to listen to this video and feel all nice and fuzzy. Well, you may not after I tell you what's happening this week, but I don't just want you to listen to it and go, oh, that's nice, and walk away. I want the information for it to be in service to your soul. That's our consciousness, the divine, spirit, universe, God, whatever you refer to it as, and in service to our service, because we're here having this human experience to serve in a unique way. Now, that service might be merely to experience this human experience. Or it is to actually serve other people. Now, that could be through your career or through your business. When I talk about the planets and the constellations, and the only constellations I refer to are around the zodiac, on the ecliptic, the zodiac, and soul service astrology refers to them archetypally. So it presents to you an energy. Then, rather than me telling you this is the experience you're going to have, this is the opportunity for you to observe your experience and to step outside of your mundane and observe what's going on for yourself and to see whether, oh, I can have a different experience to the one I'm having, or I can have a heightened and expanded experience to the one I'm having. So it presents you an opportunity to go deeper into your soul and deeper into your surface through the archetypal energies of the planet or the sign. Okay, so that's a bit about soul service astrology. And if you want to learn astrology with me, I'm currently enrolling my course. It's a 10-month course. We start next week through Thinkific and live Zoom calls, and I include coaching calls. So you get 10, that's approximately one a month for the time that we're together. Coaching calls, that's one-on-one as well. So that's for you to become the astrologer of your life, and you learn everything that you need, all the skills that you need if you did desire to become a professional astrologer at the end of it, okay? So it allows you to dive deep into your intuition, clarify your purpose, service, and business, and start to program and co-create the desired lifestyle of your dreams. So if you're interested in soul service astrology, send me a message and I'll send you the course outline and we can have a quick chat and to see if it's the right fit. If it sings to you, then sing out is all I'm going to say. Okay, without further ado, what is happening this week? Well, this week is big. We are peak Capricorn energy. We have lots of planets in Capricorn: Saturn, Jupiter, Venus, the Sun, Mercury, and the Moon. That is 6 planets out of a possible 10 in the constellation of Capricorn. So essentially, That's really where we should be looking. That's what we should be focusing on. That is likely the experience that we're having at the moment. So what does that mean? There is a microscope on our mastery, our resilience, what it is that we're trying to create this lifetime, this year, this week. It's a big thing, right? It's a big thing that distills and consolidates down our knowledge, our wisdom, our journey. This is not just, I've learned a skill and now I'm going to apply it. This is everything. And you're probably being put through your paces at the moment. Mercury is retrograde. It is review time. Have you really looked at all the details? Are your core systems in place? Is your methodology aligned with how you want it to be? Have you really looked at, yes, that's definitely where I want to go, or, oh no, hang on a minute, we need to tweak it a bit. Now, this is not assigning or attaching an outcome to how this is going to eventuate in your life. And this is something I've had to learn this last couple of days, is that we set a goal and the feeling the goal is going to create for us in our life. We want to have purpose in our life. We want to serve. We want to create something. We want to express ourselves. We want to help people. And we want to make sure that we're not attaching too much expectation to how it's going to show up. So set it in a way that you say to Spirit, okay, I'm happy with how this is looking and I'm willing for it to show up into my life however Spirit sees fit. I will take the action as necessary and I will continue to check in with my intuition and ask questions. And you can ask questions of the universe all the time, right? Because your intuition is there for you to use all the time. So that's really a summary of what's happening in Capricorn. Now, it's going to culminate with a new moon towards the end of the week. But prior to that, there's a lot of square energy from Aries. And square energy is an inattention. And I always liken it to limiting beliefs, fear, just feeling of things not going right, and you'll sort of be butting your head up against a wall. That's square energy. Now, Mercury's going retrograde, let's not forget. So there's a reason why beliefs are going to come up about what it is that you're creating, this mountain that you're building this lifetime, this service or this business or the career that you deeply desire. Jupiter in Capricorn and then Mercury going to go backwards. Are you absolutely sure this is the pathway you desire to take and you have this belief about it? Is it the belief that's going to help you bring it into your reality, or is it a belief that's going to hold you back? Now, let's look at some examples of beliefs. For example, you're creating something. You put it out there, you express yourself, you put your love behind it, but it's just not getting the results that you expected or you really wanted. And then you start, oh, it's not working. Oh, it's so hard. So they're beliefs. And if we keep repeating those things to ourselves, that's essentially what you'll get. Take it from someone who's done this multiple times. What I would suggest while Mercury is retrograde and leading up until the new moon, so we're still in a waning period, so it's still a review period before we set our intention to move forward, is reflect. I have found the last 2 days, if I didn't have my reflection practice, and I'm writing, now you could speak this out. So Mercury is mind, but Mercury is also communication. So reflect using our verbal tendency to either write or speak it out. And reflect what's happened during the day. And the last 2 days I have done that. I have flipped my perspective of how the day went. Sunday, even though Sundays are meant to be gloriously nice days, was a very difficult day with the children. And if I hadn't reflected at the end of the day, I wouldn't have seen all the gold that was there on Sunday. And so now I look back at Sunday and go, oh my God, it was a really, really good day. And today was similar. I looked at what it is I'm creating and launching and communicating about my business, my service, my soul. And I was like, Spirit, you're not giving me what I want the way I want it. So I got all frustrated. Now, if I hadn't stopped and reflected about some other things that I did today, namely that I invested some money that I've been saving from my business into my super, and I was also able to contribute to the family finances from my business this year. And I've been creating some really great posts. So I looked and went, hang on a minute, things are working. So by reflecting, we flip our perspective. And that's what Mercury retrograde encourages us to do, is to reflect so that we can see what we're being taught, because Saturn in Capricorn is teaching us something, and also Mercury is the teacher as well. So we're learning as we go. That doesn't mean you have to stop and not create. Okay, so I've talked a lot about that square energy because it's going to happen all week. And throughout that, we're heading towards the new moon energy. So as you move through your week, make sure that you're incorporating that reflecting. Make sure that you're looking at and observing what it is that your mind is telling you about what it is that you're doing in your life and what it is you desire to call in, and you're allowed to connect with your desires. As long as they don't hurt anyone, of course. You're allowed to connect with your desires and to start melding that into what it is that you want to create this lifetime, either through your career or through your business. Because Capricorn and Saturn's in Capricorn, is really strongly about our career and our business and that mountain that we want to build. So put your desires in there. What am I talking about? For me, I want to create my business. I want it to be location independent. Currently it is. I want to feel like I'm on holidays all the time. Basically, I want my work to not feel like work. That's a big one, right? That's a big kahuna. That throws up loads of beliefs because of the way I've been conditioned previously. So we're constantly working on our beliefs, and there's nothing wrong with that. We're here to have a human experience, and we're here to experience it all, and it's okay to have those beliefs and to start to reprogram new ones so that you can have a different reality. Now, the reason why I think I mentioned money is because when the new moon is exact on the 12th of February, so listen to the date, 12/02/2021. So you can write it backwards. It's a good day. And it is Happy Chinese New Year because it is the Chinese New Year, this new moon. It is also Jupiter and Venus are also conjunct in Capricorn at that same time. So this is really getting our beliefs and our desires merged. So a conjunction is a merging. It's a merging of having deep, deep faith and trust in our beliefs and our philosophies, our spiritual philosophy and our faith in ourselves, and Venus looking after our body, connecting with our values, making sure that we're aligned, and our desires. And we're merging that all in to create a Jupiter-sized expansion. So feel into what it's going to be like to achieve your biggest, most out there goal, dream, so to speak. Something that you're sitting here now going, I have zero idea how I would achieve that. I want you to not think about the how. I want you to feel, just imagine. So you're using your intuition, you're using your imagination to feel what it would be like to achieve that. That's the feeling you want to bring to your new moon intention, because it's backed up by Jupiter and Venus. Okay, so that's it from me this week. The main energies I want you to focus on is all the Capricorn energy, the Mercury retrograding still, the waning moon heading towards the new moon, and then Jupiter and Venus conjunct on the new moon, making sure that we're stepping into the feelings of how it would feel to achieve our big goal, our big desire as part of our career or our business. And as we are shifting through that, you are likely to shift through waves of different beliefs. That could come up as fear, it could come up as a headache, it could come up as some kind of procrastination. Fear and limiting beliefs can come up in any sort of way. Use the Mercury retrograde energy to reflect, 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 and observe your experience that you're having. So that's it from me today. I hope you have a glorious week, and I hope to see and feel all those glorious big, big dreams being set, and then, of course, coming into our reality, holding them in our hearts, but also setting them free to come back to us how spirit guides it. So that's it from me tonight. Have a beautiful, beautiful day wherever you are on this gorgeous planet, and I will see you next week. Bye.